All right, it's Bill here. Here's my thoughts on a 3-0 win for the Vancouver Canucks. Now, I'm going to start off with this by saying I feel really bad for the people that actually went to that game. A Leaf ticket is not a cheap ticket. It is an expensive ticket. Now, I got the benefit of sitting home. And frankly, I thought about changing the channel many times. I was going to throw some darts. But imagine paying money to go see that game. Now, I was trying to decide during the game when I was watching it, what would be more exciting? Watching the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Vancouver Canucks game tonight, or watching the National Tiddlywink Championship? I settled on the fact, and I looked on a couple of YouTube videos when I was watching the game. Like, what's this? They always make fun of tiddlywinks. I don't know much about tiddlywinks. I'll give tiddlywinks a try. I watch tiddlywinks on YouTube. You bounce something into a cup or something. It was way more exciting than watching the Leafs tonight. Now, apparently, the Tiddlywink Championship is it's a well-fought championship. And apparently there's like 3 guys that are like Tiddlywink dynamos. There's Matthew Rose, Patrick Barry, and Larry Kahn. Now, these 3 dominate the Tiddlywink Championship. And I'm thinking about watching it. I would have rather put 3 hours of my time watching the Tiddlywink Championship back to back to back. I could have probably watched the 2024 championship over watching this, whatever this was tonight. Low event game. The Leafs should be ashamed of themselves. Now, again, this is where I'm going to go to the people that actually paid money. See, I'm at home. I didn't pay any money to go watch that game. I pay cable. I was disappointed. I went for a couple walks during the game. The Leafs didn't show. And then they tell me. So I get Vancouver. Vancouver played last night against Carolina. And then apparently they had travel issues, blah, 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 blah. The Leafs keep complaining about their back-to-back, but they got Vancouver on a back-to-back where they showed up, they had to get a police escort to the game? And that's what the Leafs do. That's the Leafs' effort tonight. That's the Leafs' effort, which is none. Your best player was Nick Robertson. That says a lot. By the way, Nick Robertson on the third line was awful on the third goal, but we'll get into that. That's your best player. Nick Robertson's your best player. I counted in this game 3 opportunities that the Leafs had to score. 3, that's it. Nothing. Nada more. 3. There was a John Tavares pseudo breakaway. There was a Morgan Rielly chance where he came off, and we'll get into Morgan Rielly in just a second. I'm going to let rip. And then there was like a backdoor play where I think it was Philip Myers took a shot and Lincoln had made a nice save. That's it. That's all, folks. And you imagine paying $300 to be. I heard all the boos at the end of the game. That doesn't do it justice what this was. The Leafs should have jumped all over this team that had no. They played the night before. They got in late. They haven't scored a 5-on-5 goal. Well, they got 3 tonight. The Leafs didn't. There was a 1 goal where I guess it was going to be a power play. The Leafs had 3 power plays, and our power play was god-awful. Let's first start with Morgan Rielly. It's got to be said now, okay? I've been nice to Morgan Rielly, I think, all year. He's awful today. This is a despicable season. Just watch him tonight. Power play? Why would you ever put Morgan Rielly on a power play? Oh, wow, he scored a goal against Philadelphia. No, let's talk about $7.5 million for a defenseman who can't play defense. I don't think he's thrown a hit in the last 5 games, if I'm not mistaken. Morgan Rielly tonight. You guys should see the hits. There was no hits. It was a game of shinny. Morgan Rielly tonight, 0, 0, 0, -1, 0, no shots on net, no penalty minutes, no hits. He had a blocked shot. He has 1 number in 23 minutes of ice time. He did nothing. He's a $7.5 million defenseman who's playing as the worst defenseman on our team. And on the first goal, we got to see him blatantly in action. What was it, 37 seconds into the first period? Something like that? Let me take a look. I want to make sure I get that right. Oh, sorry, 31 seconds into the first period. Goes into our zone, no win of the battle, no board battle won. Out to friggin' Tyler Myers, who rips it off Brock Besser's leg that's supposed to be covered by Riley and into the net. 1-0. Okay, horrible start, horrible bounce. Where's the pick-me-up? And here we go. Nowhere to be found. Morgan Riley, I don't know what to do. He's never been a good defenseman, okay? He's never been a solid defensive defenseman. That's not what he is. He's supposed to be jumping into rushes and skating all over the place, and he's not doing it. Now, granted, everyone took the night off tonight, but I want to... There's got to be a conversation soon about him. Very soon. Because he's the worst defenseman on the team. He was the worst defenseman tonight, and he's been the worst defenseman for quite a while. On a team that has Connor Timmins. Maybe a conversation. Anyways, you got the first goal goes in, and again, I don't know what the rest... How do I even talk about this game? Again, the Tiddlywink Championship. I actually watched a little bit of it. I'd rather watch honestly, if you would have gave me a choice of watching that game or Tiddlywinks, and I know what that game was like, I would have chose Tiddlywinks every time. Every time, I would have chose the Tiddlywink Championship. The second goal, the Leafs, or we can talk about their power plays and how they pass the puck. Here's a thought process. Enough, right? Well, maybe I'll wait till the third goal before I get into it, okay? Second goal, the Leafs got a penalty. I think it was Kamf who was going to get it. I have no idea. I'm guessing. And the Leafs put no effort forth to try to get the... All you got to do is touch the puck and get the penalty called. They just sit back and they watch. Vancouver does some changes. They're running around. And a shot goes off Connor Timmins up into the air. Hits Hildeby, bounces over him. Or, sorry, it hits Hildeby, and then someone tries to whack it out of the way, and it goes in the net. Why wouldn't you just try to touch the puck? I understand, Leafs. That would require effort. That would require... Like, for the last 5 games, you're stuck in mud. I heard Chief Jay Strombo was telling them to skate. Well, they didn't listen to you. Like, Saturday night. That's what you get. I'm just glad I didn't pay any money to watch that god-awful garbage. They show up. It's painful to watch them. I'm the only one who's been screaming about it. Oh, Bill, they're in first place. How about they play hockey the right way? Quinn Hughes gets a goal. Third period starts. The third line sets up. And in the ultimate Chief Greg Strombo brilliance, every line stunk. Mitchie Boitano was thinking about the new leotards he was going to buy. Austin Matthews was wondering, should I wear a yellow or an orange vest in the next RBC commercial? And Nylander was... Apparently the Salming people came down to this game to watch this game. That's what they got? Warrior Salming's got that? Well, I guess maybe... Yeah, I guess Nylander's wondering what fine prints he should wear or where he's going to take his dogs for a walk. Because they didn't show up. So they switched the lines again. And Matt Pacioretty, who in the annals of awful tonight was right at the top. And that third line, Robertson can't play in his own end. It's disgusting. Domi can't play in his own end. It's disgusting. And I'm going to have a little rant on Domi in just a second. That third goal, this is why I hate Domi at center. He is not a center. Robertson, the man doesn't know a defensive zone coverage if it came and hit him right across the face. And Domi chasing Hughes, then Benoit goes to Hughes, Domi gets stuck in the middle, goes to Kiefer Sherwood, bang, it's in the net. And I'm supposed to blame Hildeby on that one? That's basic coverage of a zone. This third line doesn't know how to do it. And then you throw Max Pacioretty on that line instead of Bobby McMahon. It's amazing. It gets worse. So you talk about this third line all you want. It's terrible. Sorry to call him Max Domi. I don't know. You're a moron, bud. You made 75 passes today. 2 hit the Leaf stick. 73 hit the Vancouver sticks. Here's a thought, bud. Shoot the puck! If you pass it all the time, you friggin' moron, people catch on to it, eh? Maybe shoot it once in a goddamn blue moon. Anyways, I just put more effort into this video than the Leafs did the entire game. When do they play next week? I think it's Tuesday. I'm seriously checking out to see if the Tiddlywink competition is going to be at the same time. I might have to tape the Leaf game so I can watch the Tiddlywink competition live, because that would be way more exciting than watching the Leafs play. I'll talk to you on Tuesday.